Hey guys, Interactivity here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing Foodroid number 06, Nuggegyroika from Conrad Forza. This is the final Foodroid, a box of chicken nuggets that can transform into a robot to help out Forza. So, like the others, this includes a few things. It includes the Foodroid and one extra switch. However, this does include a little bit more, but I'll get to that later when I open this thing up. So first, let's take a look at Nuggegyroika in food mode. So, first off, we can see the box. It's, like a typical Nugget box, it's in a primarily white color, though this one has this kind of green design painted onto the top, with the outline of what it kind of looks like in Droid mode. We can see a little bit of detail inside, a little bit on the back. And you can see a lot of nice molded detail on the bottom, as well as a little clasp down here. Now, I'm not going to open this just yet, because that's actually for the transformation. So the included switch is number 37, the Gyro Switch. So this is a square switch, and this is the final square switch. So this has got a kind of mint green color. And you got the sticker here, with the number 37 and a spinning rotor in the background. So this one is a pretty unique switch in the way it activates. So you've got this knob here, and then you have these three parts here. So what you do is you spin it this way, then it fans out like this. So you've got these three kind of propeller blades. And obviously to deactivate it, you just turn it back. And just to give you a closer look, when you spin it, it goes until there, and then this one stops, and then, turning even more, goes that way until this one stops. And it's not until you lock the final one into place that the switch is active. So, bringing in the Forza driver, doing the transformation. So, switching at radar and putting in gyro, and switching it on. That equips Forza with a gyro module, attaching a helicopter rotor to his left hand that allows him to maneuver through the air a lot more easily than, well, a lot more quickly and a lot more accurately than you can with his built-in jetpack. So, switching it off, then removing it, and putting back in radar. So now we can get the belt out of the way, and get back to the Foodroid. So the first step to transforming Nuggegyroika is to open it up. So to do that, you just take this little clasp and undo it. Then open up, and the first thing you see are these four nuggets. So these are the Tsunuggets, and they're possibly named that because these are named after the four moons of Jupiter. These are the pink-eyed Nuggegyroika, which has a kind of a neutral expression to it, or a surprise expression. There's Nuggegyro, the green-eyed one that has a sad expression. Nuggemid, the yellow-eyed one that has a happy expression. And Nuggesto, which has red eyes and an angry expression. These ones all have a little bit of texture in the, well, kind of for this black part, and they all have metallic painted eyes. As well, they also have this little divot that kind of makes it look like they have mouths. So this is what I meant when I said include a bit extra. So after that, you fold the lid down to the bottom, then use the hinge to last in place here. And just for a little show accuracy, I'm going to kind of do it the way it does in the show by first putting in the switch, and this is immediately going to activate the gimmick, popping out the two nuggets. You can just put it back in like this. and switching it on like so. Then the last step is to fold out these, and you have Nuggegyroika in Droid mode. So here we have it. You can see some silver detailing on these kind of hooks or arms that are on the front, as well as a little bit of green paint along this silver section with some gold eyes here, with a lot more detail on them. You know, a lot of that kind of robot detail that's on all of the Foodroids. Like so. So something you can do is take the Tsunuggets and just getting a closer look at each one. You can see that they have a kind of propeller on top of them and some wheels on the bottom. Now that's just for detail, but these are important to what they do. Another thing is that they all have a kind of a texture to them that's kind of like the breading on chicken nuggets. Nice little detail. But the thing you really want to notice is that they have a hole here on the front and a peg here in the back. So what you can do with them is take them and link them together by the hooks, just like so. They sometimes come apart, but like that, you can wheel them around. So that's actually a cool little play feature and something to do with them. Meanwhile, another thing is that Nuggegyroika has a third mode, which is carry mode. So for that, we're going to move aside the Tsunuggets, just wheeling them over here. And so to get into carry mode, you just flip this back, undo the slash, then move here. And one thing you'll notice, and I guess another detail I didn't quite point out, is the details here. You got this kind of a triple bit, a kind of, well, 3-hole kind of booster section back here, and a lot more molded in detail on the inside of the lid. A lot of little grooves and stuff, and this comes into play with carry mode. So what carry mode is a way for Nuggegyroika to interact with all 5 of the other Foodroids. So I have them with me, I'm going to bring them in one by one to show them off. So first off is number 1, burger meal. So for these ones I'm going to basically go ahead and do the transformation like it's done in the show. By putting in the switch, activating it, then transforming it. It's not necessary, but it is a kind of a way to feel like you're better replicating the show. And no, none of these have been wound up, so their gimmicks aren't gonna just go off without me wanting them to. So for this, just get the legs in close like this. And so you've got these kind of round grooves as well as these 4 places within the lid. So you're just going to basically take burger meal and rest its 4 wheels in those 4 places. And so this is what carry mode is. It's a way that it's something that lets Nuggegyroika wheel any of the other Foodroids around. And because it has wheels on both the top of the lid and the bottom of the body, it can roll around with them very well. Okay, that was a little accident. Just going to readjust the camera. Okay, there we go. Next up is potato king. So, put the switch in, activate, then transform. This one's a little bit simpler. This you have to place the base of it within these 2 grooves here and here. So you just do it like so. and now it's carrying potato Keaton. Once again, rolls just fine. Third is Hula Shake. So opening it up, making a switch, and switching on. So close it up just like that, not fully, enough so the visor sticks out. Then pop out the wings, or flippers. So this is probably the most easy one to figure out because you've got this big circular part here. So you just put it in there like that. And go swiveling around Hula Shake. Fourth is Horuwankov. And this one's a little bit different for how it works with the carry mode. So flipping this down, like so. Hitting the switch, and switching it on. Flip out the scooper. Then lock this back part into place. Hold out the buns. And lift up the head. Now, what I say about this being a little bit different is that you can't do it like this because of the long width of the treads and the long length/width of the body itself. So for this, you actually take it and put it outside, resting its wheels in little divots. Still works just fine, like so. And finally is Softonia. So, putting switch in and switching on. Fold out the legs and the feet. And then split up into 3 sections like so. This one is probably the most tricky, because you got the spaces here on these corners. The only thing is fitting it in because you kind of have to fiddle with it a little bit. But there you go. Rolls around just fine. So, just moving this out of the way. So with that, we can just remove the switch and turn it back into food mode. So placing the Tsunuggets back in their places. Something to note is that they all work on a single spring, on 4 interlocked spring-loaded pegs, so just pushing down one of them will push down all 4 of the pegs that push them out. And just closing up like so. And so there you have the final Foodroid. I definitely like this one. Not only is it nice that it actually has some separate things, actually has more than just the Foodroid and Switch with the Tsunuggets. It's also cool how the Tsunuggets can link up and kind of be snaked around. It's a neat, fun little feature. And while once again it comes with a similar transformation, it is nice that this can interact with all 5 of the other Foodroids. And the Gyro Switch is definitely cool. This is definitely a really unique activation switch. And so of course it's recommended to complete your Switch collection. But I especially recommend Nuggegyroika if you've been collecting the other Foodroids, because it just really feels like a nice way to finish off the line of the Foodroids. That to have one that can interact with the others. It's kind of a reward for collecting them. So definitely another fun toy, and so it's definitely recommended. So, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos. And for now, this is Interactivity, writing off.